Hello everyone. Today's topic is resistor reduction technique. We will be calculating equivalent resistance between different combinations of resistors, and we will see how the resistance is calculated. Okay? Now let us start off with series combination of resistors and let us calculate the equivalent resistance between the combination. Most of you know the formulas, but still I am going to introduce different techniques what you have to follow. So let us see that. Now first we will go up with series combination of resistors. Now whenever two resistors R1, R2 are connected one after the other, then this part is called as series combination, or else we can also say if I enter a current from here I, the current which flows throughout the circuit should be equal. So then we can say that the resistors are connected in series. Now I am writing that point in series current is same. That means in resistor 1 also I current flows, in resistor 2 also I current flows. Not only in 2, if it is more than that also same current flows. This is the main point in this. And next, how can we calculate the equivalent resistance when R1 and R2 are connected in series? Right? Now let us see what is that formula. R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2. Now if I take an example, six ohms and 2 ohms. Now how can I calculate this? R1 plus R2, that is 6 ohms plus 2 ohms is equal to 8 ohms. That is R equivalent. So this is how series combination is this. Most of you are aware of this, but still I am giving you. The next one. Next one I am going to tell you an important technique. So listen to this carefully. We will see this after one problem. Now if I take 2, 3, 1. Now how can we calculate the equivalent resistance? Similarly, as we have calculated here, we are going to do this. R equivalent is equal to 2 ohms plus 3 ohms plus 1 ohm. 2 ohm plus 3 ohm plus 1 ohm. That is equal to 6 ohm. Right? You got it? Now we will be seeing an important formula with this. So let me erase this part and I will tell you the technique related to the series connection. As I have taken it here, I am going to take the same 3 resistors concept. Now if I take resistor like this, 1, 2 and 3 resistors which are connected in series, and I am taking 3 ohms, 3 ohms, 3 ohms, right? Again, you tell me how can you do this? R equivalent is equal to 3 ohms plus 3 ohms plus 3 ohms, which is equal to 9 ohms. Isn't it? It is the formula for which we are doing. But now I am going to show you one important technique. You can apply it for any problem. Now take this as X, X and X. Alright. Now these 3 resistors are connected in series. Now what is the formula for R equivalent? R equivalent will be equal to X plus X plus X, which is equal to 3X. Alright. Now look at this problem. Now we have got 3, 3 and 3 resistors. Isn't it? Now if you observe here, X is 3, X is 3, X is 3. And what happened here? The sum of 3 resistance is equal to 9. But how can we calculate it very fast? Means let us take one more example. Same problem. If I take 2, 2, 2, then what can I write here? R equivalent is equal to 3 into 2, that is equal to 6 ohms. So most of the times what happens is, whenever the length of the resistors gets increased, you can't sit and calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will take long time. But if you do like this is simple mathematics only. There are 3 resistors, 3 into X. With this I can give you one formula. That is, if I take 1, 2, 3 resistors and that resistor value is Y, Y, Y. Now how can I write the formula? There are 3 resistors and what is the value of the resistor? That is Y. Now this is the number of resistors which are connected in series, and this Y is the repeated resistance value. So with this you can save lots of time. This is valid for all, but the condition is the value of the resistor should be equal. I will write it here. If equal resistors are in series, then you can apply this formula. So this will save lots of time for you. Alright, so let us look at the next concept in series connection. I would like to give a very small problem. After that we'll go to the next concept. Look at that, it is very easy. Now if I take like this 2, 3, 4 resistors and I will add one more resistor. This is 2 ohms, 1 ohm, 6 ohms, 2 ohms, 3 ohm. If I take like this and if I ask you to calculate equivalent resistance between A and B. Now how can you calculate this? You have to write down RAB is equal to 2 plus 1 plus 6 plus 2 plus 3. So what is the value of that? 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 6 is 9, plus 2 is 11, plus 3 is 14. So we have got 14 ohms. But the reason why am I giving this problem is, most of the people get confused here at this part. They think this may be parallel. The thing what I want to tell is, you have to take an current I and check that if the current is getting diverted or the same current is flowing throughout the circuit. With this you can confirm that this circuit is in series or not. Got my point? This is very simple, but in order to understand whether the circuit is in series or not, you have to check this. See here, this current will flow through all the resistors, only I current. Got it? So that is why this is in series. Now let us go for the next concept. Next concept is very important. Please look at this carefully. Right? If I take this as X and if I take this as Y, and I am going to name this resistor as 2 ohms, 3 ohm, 6 ohm. Alright? Now, what will be the equivalent resistance? Just try it out. Now, this is a new concept. This concept is called as short circuit concept. Right? What is that short circuit concept? Let us understand. Now, before I explain this problem, I would like to tell what is the short circuit concept. Now, if I take two resistors which are in parallel, in this manner, that means I have taken one short circuit path like this, and I have taken one resistor like this, and I am taking this resistor as 2 ohms, and the short circuit resistance will be equal to 0 ohms. You all are aware. Now, what will happen if I take an current and allow it to pass through it? through which resistor the current will try to flow. That is definitely that it will choose the lowest resistance path. It will never go to this path. So you have to note down, current will always select low resistance path, or else it will flow. Current will always flow in low resistance path. Now let us go to this problem. Now I have taken short circuit here. Alright. Now what do you mean by short circuit? Now listen to this. If I take a wire like this and I am naming this wire as A. Okay. Now at this point also the wire name is A, and at this point also wire name is A, and this point also wire name is A. Anywhere in this wire name is A. But if I connect one more resistance or any element, then this name will be remaining till here only. This won't be there. I have to name it on another name. If I connect one more resistance, then the story is different. But you have to understand that if I am taking one short circuit path, the entire value is same. This is now equal to dot. This is now equal to dot. As I said you, everywhere the name is A. Now I can write this as a point A. Alright. Similarly, now we are going to look at this problem. Now let us see, if I am taking this point as A, this point also will be A, this point also will be A. So everywhere the point will be A, and this point also will be definitely A. So what do you mean by this? As I have given it here in a single dot, you have to represent it like that. So let me erase this and show you exactly how it would be. Now look at this. This is 2 ohms. I have to draw this A. I have to draw this resistor. This is X. This is Y. Now where is this path? This short circuit entire path is now replaced with a single dot. This is A. Now where will this 3 ohm resistor go? This 3 ohm resistor will be like this. Okay. So this is how the figure will be. Now this is 6 ohms resistance and this is 2 ohms resistance. Alright. Now if I take current I and allow it to flow through it, will the current go into this? No, it will not go through the resistor 3 ohms. This is like a self loop, or else it is like two ends are connected to the same point. Then the current will not flow. Okay. So the current will now try to flow like this. Now it is similar to the previous problem, like we have taken two resistors and we have taken. So the resistance between X and Y, R equivalent between X and Y will be 2 plus 6, that is 8 ohms. This is the solution for the problem. Alright. So let us take one more example. Look at this. There are two examples of similar short circuit problem. You have to understand this. Okay. Now let us say I will solve this. Now there is E. We have to calculate resistance between R, E and F. E and F we have to calculate the equivalent resistance. Here we have to calculate between C and D. We have to check what is the resistance between this part. Now as I said you, first thing what you have to do, you have to enter in current I. After entering in current I, what will happen? We have to check the flow of the current, where it will go. Now this current will definitely come here. But after coming here, there is a short circuit path. So will the current will try to flow from this one or this one? Definitely it will go to this path. Now again, after going to this path, the current will again try to go from this path. So what is happening? This part will not work. This entire part will not work. So this is the short circuit concept. Now how this is? Now these all things are in series. So let us calculate the R equivalent between REF. So what will be the value? Only this 3 ohms plus 1 ohm plus 3 ohm plus 2 ohm will be given. So these all are connected in series. You got it? Now what will be the value here? Calculate. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. So the value is Ref is equal to 9 ohms. Similarly here also, this is similar to this problem. Now I am taking current I, I am entering into this. Now this current will slowly go from here, again it will come here. From here again this current will try to flow from here. So why? Because this is short circuit path. Current will not go to this part. Again this part, complete path is not working. Alright, again this everything is in series. So what will be the RCD is equal to 1 ohm plus 6 ohm plus 4 ohm plus 4 ohm. So 1 plus 6 is 7, 7 plus 8 ohms, 15 ohms. Alright, this is the formula for short circuit path, RCD. In this short circuit concept, let us solve all these problems. It is similar to the previous one, just be alert and let us write down the answer. So what will be the R equivalent between X and Y? So let us see. R, X and Y is equal to what? Now, as I said you have to enter current I. Now this current will be flowing from here, again it will go to this part. But again here, you have two paths. This is one path and this is one path. But the current will definitely select this path. So this entire part will be not working. Alright. So again this will be in series. This is again the previous problem what you have seen. So what you will be having the RXY value? You have 2 plus 6 plus 8 plus 1. So 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 1 is 17 ohms. Is RXY value, R equivalent value. Now next one, similar problem. Now see, I have to enter current I. This current will go here. Okay. Now look at here. I have a short circuit path here. And here also we had similar short circuit path. Now where will the current go? This current will now try to flow from here. But these all elements will not work. Why this will not work? I said you, if this is a point A, this entire path is A. It is similar to the previous one. So the current will now go from here, again it will come here, again it won't flow through the 3 ohm resistor. It will not flow. Why? Because there is a short circuit path. Again it has to come here, this will flow from here, this will flow to the 2 ohm. Now from 1 ohm and 2 ohms only this current will pass. Remaining elements the current will not pass because of the short circuit path. So the R equivalent value will be 1 ohm plus 2 ohms, that is equal to 3 ohms. Now this problem, let us look at this. I have to take current I. From where the current will flow? It has to flow from here. Again the entire current will try to pass from here. So R equivalent is equal to 0 ohms. You got it? These all are in series. So this is dead short circuit. Got my point? So let us look at this problem again. Let us take current I. You have to check from where the current has to pass. Yes. As it is having short circuit here, the current has to go through it directly. It will not flow through this path. From this path also the current will not flow. And the current has to flow from 3 ohms also. Now where the current is now passing from 1 ohm and 3 ohm. So the R equivalent between X and Y is equal to 1 plus 3, that is equal to 4 ohms. I hope you have understood short circuit concept.